server and complete, like for example, it's a Java based kind of applications means we need to set up some softwares on the server side, like PHP version or Java or Tomcat, I mean web servers like Nginx, front-end Apache 2 or Tomcat backend means we need to set up that one. Any libraries are there like worker properties libraries and all the kind of things we need to set up 2 days before. So then on the downtime window, we will migrate the within 1 hour all the data into that. Based on the data only, we will take the time. For example, it's a huge kind of application means we will mention the client before that. It's taking some time to migrate. So we are taking 1 or 2, 3 hours for migration. So we will inform to them as per the client approval. So we will go on that.
So may I know your responsibilities? Like
Sorry,
which domain you are working?
sorry, I am working on AWS cloud side completely.
No, means SME side or like architect or like
Architect,
admin?
architect,
Okay,
completely.
architect.
Architect and Linux side database and security,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
application level and server level security.
got it, got it. Okay. So here we have we have like Azure and our like the requirement is to like migrate the applications holds not only applications, database data server also, database server also, uh, multiple data server and multiple server of the applications, and migrate to the like on-premise to cloud. So
Which database they are using?
SQL database.
SQL.
Yeah. So like here also in Azure also there is some like you know a time related time constraint, like you can take 1 week, you can take like 15 days, even you can take 1 month. Okay, it's depend upon the uh, like server testing.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I meant to say, uh, let's change the slide. So here you can see uh, the entire database the entire server migrations is divided into different phases. You can relate, Chandra. Okay, that discovery phases, assessment phases, remediation phases, and migrate and post migration. Okay, so I will give some overview. What is the stage? Okay, so in the stage, what happens? Stage one. Generally, we are discovering the sense, like, see, uh, in our organizations we have, in not our organizations, every organizations, okay, they have separate teams, sales teams, okay, sales teams, and they have architect teams, and project manager teams, and DevOps teams, okay, so admin teams also. So basically architect project management and like sales teams generally uh, talk with the customers, okay, or like what they want to do, what they want from us, okay, like how frequent they want to migrate, like it's a 1 week, it's a urgent basis, then it's a 1 week. If this is a like time constraint, if there is any like it's required around 15 days, more clarity, okay, more clarity related to the servers. So then it will take around 20 to 30 days, even 2 months also, for server that we call a remediate server remediate. So discover is nothing like once we approve from our like customers, okay, our teams go to the server and check. They discover actually, okay, they discover like in the on premises, in on premises. If I um, wait, yeah. So that our teams, what they will do, they will go to the on premises and discover the servers, like how many servers are there, how complexity servers. Okay, so like let's say they have a .NET application, they have like what applications they are using, okay, and how many servers they are using, how many database they are using. So this related, they're going to discover in that on premises first, okay. Then second, assessment is nothing. It's a like server, like they will check like features, parity, compatibility, SKUs. Okay, so these are the assessment. uh, Once they discover, they do some assessments, and once they assessments are done, from to the like on-premises server, the next phase is one second. Okay, yeah. The next phase is like remediate. Remediate is nothing. It's a phase of activities. Okay, it's required to fix, or you can say the refactor your database and applications layer before migration. Okay, so they have a assessment tools. Okay, as I mentioned in right now, that they will provide some reports with reflects changes in the server. So what they will is my screen visible?
Yeah, Saroj. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, as I said, that remediate is nothing. It's a it's a server monitoring. You can say server monitoring, but not actual server monitoring. They actually see like how server behaves. Like, okay, like what happened before migration. They will take some. They will take some steps. Okay, they will steps or test in the server, like how, if we are doing migrate, then how the servers are behaving. Is it like like sometimes it's not compatible. Okay, so that's why we are doing this remediation in this phase. So once the remediation happen, then the third part is migration. Migrate the server, the stage 4. Okay, so before migrate, we need some we need some clarity for, or response from the customer side. Okay, from the customer side, whether they want to go for migrate or not. Okay, we do some our teams, like generate some reports regarding to that assessment or remediation. Okay, on the basis of that assessment, on the basis of that report, the uh, the further like process related to the migration, the customer need to be agree. Okay, if the customer agree, then we go for the migration process. So here we do migration in three process, that is called a pre-migration, migration, and post-migration. Pre-migration is nothing. It's a it's a like a planning. It's a migration planning, or migration you can say test. Once we do some test related to migrate and related to the migration, then we do actual migration. Okay, once we do actual migration, then there is a post migration need to be do. Why it's need to be do? Because we need to be monitor, like how like after migration, how the server is behaving, what the response is related to the applications, is related to the servers, related to the networks. Okay, subnets, vnets, and yeah, these things.
Yeah, Saroj, is there any test application for that one they have on the for the live and test dev application? So better to go for the first. We can take our test application environment setup in the Azure. Once it's work on that one, then simply we can migrate the live application, right? It's a better way to handle like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have.
So before to going to set up the environment, so we would like to know on which environment this running is Linux environment, and we need to know some initial information gathered from the on-premises server. For example, which OS is running and the version and what are the libraries they have. So if we upgrade the version of the OS from the 8 to 9 or 8 to 8.56, 8.9 like that, whether it will be work or not, this kind of things we need to know from them. So
Yeah.
as per the on-premises server, the same environment we have to set up into the Azure also. then only it will be work and it will be success for us to migrate it.
Yes, I got your point. I got. So according to your uh, requirement, I have a setup. Okay, I already set up these things, and I will show you after this presentations. Okay, so any doubt related to these stages, because this stage is very important to know. Like if you go for the interview, then these stages you have to mention like how you follow the migration process. You do some you have to say, okay, without these steps you can't left that you can't this skip the stage if they are asking like relate to the migration process. So anyone have any doubt? We will do practical. No worries. You can unmute or you can ask questions if there is some any doubt. Like, okay,
Yeah, for now it's clear, sir.
clear, no? I will explain again. No worries. Okay, so this is the customer requirement. Okay, this is the actual customer requirement which I took, from our like data server, our documentation. You know. So this is the AVP Tesla equipment this operates a host of web applications within the internal infrastructure utilizing the Windows Server internal Internet Information Service, which is IIS. Anybody know what is IIS? Anybody? Because you need to
Yeah,
have clear because yes.
yeah, so it is, we need to run .NET application. We can use IIS web server. We can host the .NET application.
Uh, I think with the help of IS, we configure the website.
Sorry.
With the help of IS, I think we configure the website.
Yeah. So yeah. So what happened if you go for the Java-based applications, or you're like it's required it's required a kind of what there is some tools. It's called Tomcat server, you can say, or if you deploy the applications like HTML or like kind of things, then it need to be some Nginx. Okay, same like that. .NET applications need to be or a .NET application and Windows. Okay, it should be IIS, Internet Information Service. Okay, anyone here in .NET a developer? They can easily relate these things. Okay, so here we are using they are using that Microsoft SQL Server to host its solution and ongoing maintenance cost associated with hardware operating system updates and licensing fees have promoted consideration of Microsoft Azure App Service as a valuable alternative. So they found that alternative related to this app service, and the team aims to migrate the Microsoft ASP.NET Core applications and SQL server database to Azure App Service and Azure SQL database. But concern is like linger regarding application support, migration complexity. To gain insight into the migration process, they might to initiate preliminary project. Uh, they contemplate and immediate transitions to the cloud with the subsequent application migrations. The concern over scaling hinder AVP marketing expansion plan. Actually, this whole requirement situations written by our team, which is our project manager or sales teams. Okay, because they 90% they are touch with that the you like the users, the customers, clients. Okay, so they understand the like uh, the problems. Okay, and they created this one. Okay, The CEO seeks to finalize the cloud versus on-premise decision based on the success of the migration effort. The engineering team specially seeks to decouple their order processing subsystem from synchronized operating during checkout to ensure scalability in the cloud environment. So here we need also DevOps guy. Like once we migrate our applications, then we need some DevOps guy. We will deploy that. No, we will not deploy. We will reversion that applications and deploy to further. Once we migrate that application from the on-premises to our cloud. Got it? So we will you going to using GitHub Actions or Azure DevOps portal. So this is a high level of architecture. You can see we have designs. We also take some reference, and this is the actual like cloud uh, architectures. So can you anyone explain these things, or hello, if you aware already?
No, Saroj, you can.
Okay.
I think so. This both are the storage levels, according to my thing. So queue storage and blob storage.
Yeah, queue storage and blob
Actually, in
storage.
AWS, we S3 and the Glacier. So like this, these are the two storages. In.
Exactly right. And this is the Azure function. You can
This
see.
this is a service like insight means application performance, how the application scaling and how incoming in like for example the load related things and application, how much incoming and outgoing connectivities are accessing application. This all completely comes on the application insight performance. This is a service. Actually, these insights, there is a code that we need to yeah, like that we need to include into the Java header file. So before that main function, so they will give one file of Java file that we need to include into that application file. So that Java application file, that file. So this is the inside application performance. So this we know that the SQL is a database. So this is a app service means, I think so. This is the server.
Yeah,
So
right.
when the user has been connected to the server, so when they are trying to then they try to access any functionality from the application level, then it goes to the backend storage database of their any order, anything like that. So that's the thing. And when they hit any order, anything means that completely goes to the SQL database server, right? So the query it will
Database
send to this
data.
SQL
Yeah.
database. Then this all related, once the transaction, anything, any order, anything happened, so the application complete in and out performance will be taken from the inside the application Azure inside. So this is like when we have deployed any code in the CI/CD pipelines. So the complete integrations and deployment is going through that this from the GitHub action. So we are here conferring that one.
Yeah, this CI, this GitHub actions are removed as per now. Okay. Because this is related to the build and release pipeline. Okay, for the application reversion. So the process here we are using Azure Blob Storage, Azure Queue Storage, Azure Function. Azure Function, you know, Azure Function. It's a kind of it is similar like alternative of AWS Lambda function.
One thing, this Azure Queue storage is like container storage or image kind of storage.
No,
This
no,
one,
no, no, not image. It's a container storage.
this one blob storage.
This one.
Yeah, both are different, right?
Both are different actually.
So this one container, I think this is an image type of storage, blob storage.
So see, blob storage is nothing. If you create a blob storage in Azure, okay, so it supports each and every blob storage have such capabilities that it can hold in store any kind of data related to the let's say like what like text applications, related to the text, any like images or like XML XML data.
Yeah, got it. I got it. I got
Yeah,
similar functionality in AWS is also there.
yeah.
Got it.
So this is a Lambda functions. Sorry, yeah, in AWS this is the Lambda functions, and in Azure term we are calling Azure functions. Okay, for triggering the rest of the services once the request goes to the app services or Azure Blob Storage. Okay, so here it is already connected with this is the application inside, means we are using this for monitoring service. Okay, how the applications are performing, even how the functions are performing. Okay, because a lot of request will come to this services, and even the functions regularly continuously will work. Okay, and it will triggering automatically. So that's why we need to check this function. This is main services, because why we are using, because if this functions Azure functions will goes down, then whatever process happening in the back end, it will not going to process, because this is the only you know this is the only uh, service which is automating each and every services. So
So
we are using.
this like do connecting all the services, right?
Yeah.
So without Azure function, nothing will be happen from the application side.
Yeah, you
It
can
goes to
relate that.
down.
Yeah, you can relate that. For example,
Event driven.
lambda function. Okay, lambda function. What you can do? You can send automate the send notifications to the users. You can automate the triggering the other services, right? Or
Yeah, yeah.
event alerts, these kind of things.
And we are not using any load balancer for that one. So to application performance, like so the load will be high means we're not using any application load balancer or network load balancer. That's kind of thing we are not using in this architecture.
As per now, we are not following this, but yeah, later we will do. Yeah, this is just a high level of understanding. Our roles, responsibility, like migrate the server, and so tools and services we are going to use. You can see here Azure App Services, Azure SQL Database, Blob Storage, Azure Serverless Functions, which I recently mentioned. Like,
So I think so. It's a Linux environment, right? The application environment.
no, it's
Um,
Windows.
But you can see that here PowerShell likes like Linux.
Okay, okay. It's a PowerShell Linux. Why I mentioned, because in the later part I will I will go through this part till we have to do complete this much, like Azure migration tool, and this is the later part. Okay, I will go
Okay.
this detailed steps further, but our requirement is as per now. Okay, to migrate, we will see how to migrate, and we will understand how migration is happening. Okay, in high level. Okay,
But the environment is Windows or Linux, the application environment.
Windows. Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Okay, so actually I created one user account from our company portal, like, so you can see our actually I requested to my architect, so he simulate the whole thing. Actually we are doing also this way, like each and every before going to the actual like projects or deployments kind of things, we do some POCs over here. Okay, so you can relate very uh, yeah, now you can relate very easily. See, uh, you asking for the server, na? So these are the servers. You can check.
Saroj, you are not audible.
Sorry, sorry. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, Saroj.
Related to one project environment, right? So we
Yeah, this is the actual project environment. Assume that this is a on-premise server. Okay, assume that
okay.
this entire server, VM, NSG, and NIC, IP, SQL server. Here you can see
Yeah,
function app. Okay, so all the things, VNet, subnet. So assume that this is uh,
the domain is there where they have the domain, the main application domain from the GoDaddy or from the Azure we have it.
sorry, come again.
The application domain name, so that has been purchased from the GoDaddy or from the Azure.
Obviously, they will go for GoDaddy because Azure charge, Azure actually charge very, costly as compared to the
Yeah,
GoDaddy.
costly, but we need to we need to host it in the here, right? So in Azure also we have to host it at domain name. For example, when we purchase any domain, so we need to integrate into the cloud means any server means, then we have to create a hosted zone and then we have to routing which IP we need to route it from that one. So that thing we have to doing in AWS side. From here also I think the same way. So we need to do like that. So any like any domain routing application is there, any routing service here, like Road 53 or like anything like for the domains. Let me check here. Go to more services here. So one second, let me.
So here, this is you are saying, okay,
So okay, one second, let me check.
wait, wait. So this is
Can you click on domains? One second, one second. Let me check the options what they have. There is no option to add the domain to here.
here, add custom domain.
But that
But
one that was disabled, right? So the option was not
yeah, that one is disabled. But what I said, like our task is to see, like see how to migrate the
only
server.
migration part.
The migration part. We are not
Okay.
going to, because if we do these things, then it will take, it's a very as I said, that is a very huge, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
also know that
Which one?
this migration things from the migrate to hosting the applications,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
so this is the thing. So if yeah, you're saying that how you can adding the domains. So here adding custom domains, and right now I don't have any privilege to access this one. But if I request, then they will give. That is not a big issue.
Okay,
So
first we will see that migration part. Then later we need to this one also.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they already added, I think, whatever GoDaddy. So they added the custom domain. So whatever four things we
No worries, guys. I will create this Azure accounts for you guys to practice. Okay, so don't worry. And with uh, with these servers, you don't need to go. You don't need to create again and again these servers. Okay, so you just have to do some perform. What you have to do, you have to take RDP, assume that this is a what this is a on-premises services service sorry on-premises server. Okay, now your job is to how to migrate, what tools we are using. There is a DMA, okay, database migration assistance. Okay, these tools we are using, see. See, for migration, it's required this tool. Okay. In interview, they will going to ask for sure, 100%, which tool you are using. It's a native tool, Azure Migrate tool. So in Azure Migrate tool, we can like migrate any kind of applications or any kind of servers like database. If you want to migrate database only, and then database you can select web apps only, or data box. I not aware of the data box, but yeah, these three I am very much aware. So servers, any kind of servers, like it is if it is from AWS, GCP, go ahead and just create the migration, like create a projects. So this is the things. So okay, we will do. Give me 1 minute. I'm setting up this.
Saroj, can you share that architecture once in the group? I need pick up that one. So let me.
Yeah, like no worry. I will send. Okay, no worries. I will send. We
Yeah,
will
if
go
you have
through.
the SOP document also, you can share that one. So we will go through that once. If you have any one of their personal account, they will try to create that environment and for that purpose. Then they are comfortable writing everything.
One thing I want to inform you.
Mhm.
If you gonna use this in your account, it will going to charge.
No, we will go for the base kind of thing, right? So
Mhm.
the free types will be available for that, right? So they servers of the limitations also is there for like free types of virtual servers
It's
and
not
limitations.
not completely free, bro.
Uh-huh.
It's not completely free. Like 1 hour, then it will going to charge you.
Yeah, yeah.
Even it is free, then it will going to charge.
Okay, you can share that one once, no? That architecture.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, sure. Yeah.
okay.
So, sorry, I forgot to put the video recording. What you can see now, can relate anyone?
no.
Bro, right now actually I explained assessment tool and migration tool.
Okay, okay, okay. I understand.
Yeah. So this is the service which we are using to migrate the servers. Okay. So as I mentioned that we are discovering the servers and we do some assessments and later we do after assessment validation and testing then migration. Okay. So these two are very important. Okay. Now create for the uh, database also. This steps is very complex. Okay, guys, like try to do frequently so that you can you can easily cope up these things, or else you will forget. So the tool, and here database migration is very lengthy as compared to the web application migration. Application migration we can do easily, but database migration is very complex. So
Okay.
here, yes, any question?
Yeah, but I mean, so for database, like how we are doing, like I mean, it needs to be done on the private network, right? So you are doing any other services for connecting on premises to Azure cloud? I mean, like a storage gateway or anything, or
No,
we.
no, no. See, what happened here? What we do, we will, we have to download this, we have to download this, like see here, download DMA. DMA means data migration assessment tool. Okay, we need to download this on particular server, like which server you want to migrate. Okay, is it a application server or is it a like database server? So according to that, you have to download there, and once download, then once you have download DMA, install its machine, access your database, or following steps. uh, like Azure gives so much flexibility that each and every steps it is in the documentation. Okay, no need to go here and there. So
Okay,
yeah, yeah. So mm, once click here migration, and we have to select this Azure migration database migration, pricing nothing, and it supported workload. See what type of servers it can support. SQL Server, Oracle DB, Microsoft MS MySQL, MongoDB, PostgreSQLs. Okay, select and add tool. Right now I am creating DMA. DMA means creating the service tools to migrate the servers. Okay, this is the actual process we are following, but here we are doing a testing. So here our web apps migration assessment tool, migration tool already set up. Now we set up this for database also, and let's go to the uh, on premises application. Sorry, server. I set up this tools on my cloud. Okay, now I'm accessing this. I'm taking RDP. This is on-premises application VM, where it is. VM, please. So yeah, connect. We need to download this RDP first, then
Wait, so one question.
yeah, bro. Is it?
Same understanding. Uh, you said it's on premises via which you are launching.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're logging in from the Azure, right? So means how you connected that on premise. Actually, I'm also it should be on control physical control.
Yeah, now you can ask your questions. What do you have query?
Okay, sorry. So you are now connecting to the on premises VM, right? We have
Yeah, yeah.
so now, but you are launching it from the Azure, so I'm a bit confused here. So means how you will establish this communication? Okay, you are just showing in the lab, considering it as a on-premises VM.
Right.
Okay.
So this is the lab, like I already said, no? Like I created this servers for your recommendation, because if we look, because we don't have any kind of, I can't show you even that actual servers in my company's portal. So what I did, I simulate these things, all the servers, and create one actual on-premises server, so that you can also relate that, okay, we have a on-premises and we have a cloud, and we how we can do, we will go connect to the like customer server, and do some assessments, and later we do migrate. You got?
Yeah, got it.
So it is installing some browsers and some application also. See, it's a very easy. If you want to showcase that, yeah, I have a experience in migration, but you need to follow some steps, proper steps, because without you need to follow proper steps, you can't, just go to the interview and speak. Okay, I know this like migrations. I did some migrations. So I want to show something. See, there is a no web services created yet. You can see, is there? There is no web services, no?
Yes.
Yes. So this is our client customer premises, and this is what I want to, say. This is the tool, app service migration tool. Okay, we have to download this tool in on premises as it is presented here, right? See, you can see. Got you?
I mean, you are sharing,
Sorry.
I mean, you are saying some tool like so. Which
Yeah.
tool? I mean, you are Azure Migrate or other thing
Yeah. See.
present. Okay.
Here I created now web apps migration.
Yes, yes.
So this these tools need to be download uh, in on-premises server. Got?
Okay, I'm just thinking that so you are downloaded one file, right? So I'm just thinking you're showing that one.
It is already there download like automatically downloaded because we have some PowerShell scripts, right? So whenever like launching the RTP, it's automatically downloaded. So you know, it's a time consuming to download these things. So just remember that you need to download this migration tool in server. Like what server you want to. Let's say which server I took. It's a web app server, right? Web app virtual machines. Got here web app virtual machines, on-premises virtual machines. I'm logged in. So, uh, so I need to download this web apps migration tool here only. Okay. So this is very important, guys. So remember, like which tool is used for which server. Now, what we will do? Okay, I took the RTP and okay. Mhm. And okay, let's check the application whether it is working or not. Start your data without data.
Your screen is not visible. It's a white background.
Sorry, my screen is not
Hi.
visible.
Yeah, it's showing white background.
No, team.
Yeah, no, it's
Great, thanks. So let's do this migration things. And if you want to practice, then I can give this entire lab. I don't think this is a demo. This is actual migration which we are following. This page is not working right now. Why it is? We have to check. Uh, we have to check here. Mhm. Here we can go. Okay. This is the applications. Okay. I'm deleting this. What I will do, I will install one application, web applications here, and try to access. Then I will migrate. Okay, because this .NET applications have some issue. So even I also don't know. I need to check. So come here and just type HTML free CSS. CSS template. Okay, just come and like download any applications. Like I am downloading. I want to host these applications here. extract all. Are you able to relate? What is happening here? No need to take stress, okay? Here, because we don't need to follow these things. Only the migration part we need to follow. Whatever I am doing, it is not need to, not need, no, to know. So, okay, I host one applications in our IaaS servers. It is on premises, which is in on premises. Now I will uh, check with the use of local host. Okay, okay. So this application is hosted in this web app server, on-premises web app server. Okay. Now our task is to migrate this web app server, exactly same web app server to our cloud. So let's check uh, like VM IP also. Come here, and this is our VM IP. I'm copying. I'm copying and testing from the external. Okay, external service. See, still it is showing. So let's do migration process. Come here and click. This is the validation. This is the assessment. Whatever I did now, this is the assessments. See, one side found. This is completely steps wise. Okay, you can follow this one: assessment report, login Azure, Azure Migrate Hub, then Azure options, hybrid connections, migration results. So we will see later. And this is the assessment report. This report I want to show you, okay, because before, like, before go for migration, as I said that we discover and assess, do some assessments. So this is the assessment actual report, and this report, once this report generated, we need to provide to the to the customers, okay, or customers, or our team also, like how the applications behaving, what the behavior of the applications. So when it is done, once success, warning, error. If you got error, then you will do troubleshooting or mitigate. Okay, so this is the process. Click next, and this is the actual steps, guys. Once you click on the migration app service migration tool, so you will get this device code, and nothing you have to do, just click and copy. Control C, copy and paste here. Okay, just open in the browser. Automatically it will open in the browser, and that code you just have to paste here. Okay, asking for uh, asking for the continue. You have signed in to the Azure App Services Migration Assistant applications on your device. See, okay. You may now close this window. Okay, I'm closing this window. This one also. Now, okay, it is in the sync. Let's Any doubt? Any steps you want to know?
As of now, it's clear.
Sorry.
Yeah, as of now, it is clear.
Okay. Create new Azure project is not showing. Why it is not showing? It is already there now. Okay. I need to download. Close all the tabs. Let's the same steps. Copy and just click here to redirect to the is asking. Are you trying to sign in to the continue? So this is a very lengthy process. If you do migration, then this thing will happen. It's not showing. Okay. 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 Yes. Okay. Now finally it is showing. It is in sync processed, so that's why it take at least 5 minutes. Okay. So yeah, click next. Here you can select create new or Azure. As you know that we have already we have architect. Okay, we have admin architect who will create this resource groups. Okay, so just come and click use existence. If you don't have, then create new. What will happen? Whatever you want to select, it will reflect to the cloud only. Okay, this is on premises. I'm doing from on premises, but it will reflect to the cloud only, cloud also. Okay, so we have already resource group in our cloud, so this hands-on lab name. Okay, and the web apps web app server I want to give like um, web app migration 01. Okay, so this name web app migration 01 will create uh, actual web app server on that cloud. Okay, then here you can click create new or existence. I want to go with existence. Let me check. Yeah, create a new ist users, skip this one, migrate. Finally, you're doing migrate, and this is the migration process. Migration in progress. And here you were saying saying that very frequently we are doing, easily we are doing, but actual environment we have a lot of servers. Okay, so definitely it will take time. We are doing only one server, so easily we are performing these things.
Okay.
And this is the
So,
actual steps we are following. Nothing there is any kind of um, like you can like relate in the videos also, or any training institutes. They will never going to teach these things. Yeah, who is this?
yeah, this is was okay. In real time, if the, as you said, there will be number of instances. In that kind of scenario, what approach it will take the same approach which you're showing now?
Same
Or-
approach.
Okay.
So you are not going to perform all the task okay in this like migration, because migration is not like small task or small responsibilities. Each and every member will be take part of this team. Okay, from in particular project there is a separate a finance team, marketing team, and like DevOps teams, automation teams, SME teams. SME, do you know SME? So it's a particular
Yes,
uh,
yes, good expert.
yeah. So they are actually expert in particular servers. Like we have a sorry, we have a what I want to say. We have a Windows server, or else we have a Linux server. Okay. So according to our requirement, if the client have a Windows server, then we should have to be we have some Windows SMEs guys. Okay, because they are the expert in this like technology, Windows only. So they will come into this picture, and whatever they have task, they will perform. Let we have and we are right now we are seeing like what the process actually. Okay, how migration is happening in the actual environments. So once it is migrate, okay, congratulations, your site has been successfully migrated. You can click here, and still I'm in on-premises server. Okay, not it, not that. Still we are in on-premises server, and we already migrated from on-prem to the cloud. If I will close this Windows server and check in the cloud, right now I'm in the cloud. Okay, right now I'm in the cloud, and click here. Okay, uh, is it visible my screen?
Yeah.
It is. Okay. Okay, yeah. Earlier, we saw that there is no web apps running in the cloud. Once we migrated from the on premises, and it's so successfully migrated, and it is created automatically. See, web app services, web app migration, app service running in our cloud, and it is a premium. Okay, and let's check. is working or not. If we click in the browser, see, it's working. So successfully we migrated the on-premises application to the cloud. So any doubt now? This is a very for if you go for the application server like migration, then it is bit easy to do this task, but the database migration is very tough. Like it is very complex, and most of the time it's take like only the database server migration. So this is also a migration you can uh, like explain in the interview that we did migration, but I did a web application migration. So what the process you need to follow, whichever I saw, what the steps I saw here, that you can specify, like what the process, what the tools, how to migrate, what the process. Yeah.
Yes, here. So in real time, can you give few references, means what kind of issues we come across in real time while doing this migration?
Sorry, your voice is now a bit low, so
I'm sorry for that. I was speaking a bit away from the speaker. Now I'm not audible.
yeah, yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, I was just asking. So in AWS, without any issues, we just migrated it successfully. So in real time, definitely we will face some issues, right? So can you refer few troubleshooting steps, particularly this part web app migration?
Yeah, 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 I will.